Hey, what's up, family? Today is a Sunday, and I am in my wife's vehicle right now. Got my bags in the very back, and we're going to be dashing for a couple of hours a day. Video, I do want to give you my top 5 things that you should know before you dash. So today, I will be going over that later in this video. As I get my first order, I'll come back and we'll go from there. We'll do that first order together. So thank you for tuning in. All right, guys, so the first order is McDonald's $7 order, and I am actually right here. So this order is at McDonald's for $7.50. We are here. DoorDash picked up my area and landed me right here at McDonald's, so didn't have to drive very far at all. So I'm gonna go in and pick the order up, and then we are gonna get our first order done. By the way, I always take my bag in with me in these locations so that people know that I am with DoorDash and they're not guessing. Plus, I also made my own shirt, so it just makes it a lot easier for people to see the bag and the shirt. So let's go in and get the order and come back to you. All right, first order has been picked up, and it is 4 minutes away. So this is going to be a good one, a really good order. $7.50. That's literally going to take me 5 minutes from start to finish. Maybe like 7 minutes. So this is a wonderful order. We're gonna get this order to this guy really quick. And like I said in all of my videos, texting the clients, the customers, is a really good thing. Really good thing. I try to do that all the time. In my last video, I'll put a link to that last video, but I did I said in that last order that I was gonna DoorDash order an order to my house, and I did that, and the order went great. The guy did not text at all. He didn't communicate, but I did 2 different orders, 2 different stop points, and he was at my place within 30 minutes, and I thought that was really good. It seemed like no time had passed and the order was on my door. So the app works great. I love the suggestive sales that DoorDash puts on there, and so it's wonderful. So let me get this order to this guy, and then we will come back and go from there. Peace. All right, guys, this is going into delivery, so I'm going to record it so that I know that we're doing the right thing and that they get their order and there's no issues. 14306. Assuming it's going to be over here. Let's go. I think it's 3rd floor. 14306. That's 5. And let's see, 6. So yeah, it's going to be on the 3rd floor. I'm going to get that done here in 2 seconds. Jeremy?
Yes, sir.
All right. There you go.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Take care. All right, so that's kind of how you do it when you have to deliver an order that is hand to customer, hand to customer. You just want to make sure that you have some sort of documentation that you did it. Not to say that all customers will do that, but you want to get yourself in the habit of doing it, because you never know who at what point may try and screw you over. And my thing is, I don't ever want to get deactivated for just negligence on my part. If there are people that are saying that people are out there scamming people doing that, I'm sorry, that was 3rd floor. I'm tired. I don't ever want to be caught up in that. that type of thing. So anyway, that order's done. All right, guys, so let's talk about the top five things I think that should be talked about when it comes to DoorDash. The number one thing is that you're obviously an independent contractor. That just means that, like, you're 1099. And so if you've ever been 1099 before, you know that you have to, pretty much cover your taxes. So you have to keep your receipts for gas and your tires, vehicle repair, stuff like that. So that's number one. And all right, so number two is going to be your market, understanding the market and the strategy of what you want to do. For me, I know where my hot spots are going to be because I lived in this area for so many years, Dallas, Texas, pretty much. And Dallas, Fort Worth is a large area. So Fort Worth, I don't know as much because that's kind of its own city. But for the most part, in all of Dallas, I know my hot spots. I know what cities are going to be hot and what cities are going to have money and what cities are going to, not be so great. And so it's understanding the market, understanding the area that you're in. All right, guys, so we're going to head to a different zone. But my number three reason, top three tips, my number three would be communicating to your customer. It's a big deal for me to communicate to the customer. The more information you give them, the better. And so, when you arrive at the store, how long the store is how long the wait is, if you're having trouble picking up an item, letting the customer know that you're heading their way. And always sometimes send them, try to send, as I drop the order off, I try to go back and say, hey, hope you enjoy the order, have a great day, something like that. So communication is huge in my book. All right, guys, my tip number four is going to be financial records. Keeping track of your gas mileage, your receipts, all of that stuff. Anytime I go in DoorDash, shop or whatever, I normally keep that receipt. I take a picture of it and I put it in a file on my phone. Your gas receipts and any vehicle maintenance that you may have. If you replace a tire, get a tire repair, or whatever the case is, you want to keep records of that. If you're a new driver and, building these habits early is going to be great. All right, guys, number five, the last one, is making sure that you take safety measures. If you see that, hey, you're in a rough area, or the client's asking some weird stuff, make sure you document it yourself. Take video, like I did in this video here. I recorded myself giving the guy the order, because a lot of times you'll get those hand to customer deliveries and stuff like that. You want to make sure that you cover yourself when you're doing that kind of stuff, and just make sure that you cover yourself. If you've got a dash cam, I don't have one, but if you've got one of those, turn that on when you deliver to a customer. Make sure that you protect yourself as a driver. Make sure you lock your doors. All those things of awareness, really, so that you are protecting yourself against any possible threats, anybody that's out to try and scam you or harm you. So I always am aware of my surroundings, and I try to play it safe. So that's number five. All right, guys, we just got another order for a location. We're going to accept that order. Let's see what it looks like. All right, so this order is for a place called Beefaroo, and it is a $3 order, and hopefully we're not going to drive far for this order, but we will see. So I'm heading to Beefaroo to pick up this order, and luckily it is 2 minutes away, so we should be able to hopefully get this one done really, really fast. All right, so this order has been picked up. It's not too far away, about 5 minutes out. So all in all, it'll be about probably 8 minutes before we get to this guy's house, and so that will complete this order. It's a $3 order, so it's not the greatest, but we'll make it happen. All right, guys, I'm heading back to the zone that was busy. It's kind of a slow day on this Sunday, so which is to be expected. I think a lot of people are eating with their families, so that makes sense. So whatever orders we get, we're going to be thankful for it, and we're going to go from there. But I'm going to head back to the busy zone, or busier zone, and just wait and see if there's anything that comes in. I'll probably edit a video in that area and just kind of hang out. And if I don't get an order, it's not a big deal. If I do get an order, that's great. Every order is an opportunity to build your channel, or not your channel. Every order is an opportunity to build your profile on DoorDash. And at the end of the day, what we're doing with DoorDash, being a new beginner, is setting ourselves up for something greater. Whether it's through DoorDash or something else, we're setting ourselves up to behave in a way and to work in a way that where we can take it to the next opportunity, whether it's your own business, whether it is another job opportunity, whether it's creating content, social media, whatever the case is, we're setting ourselves up for success. So that's how I look at it. I don't look at it as, man, I'm trying to get rich this one time, get rich scheme. This is an opportunity to better myself as an entrepreneur, as a professional. And so whether I do this for
2 months or 2 years, it doesn't matter. It's a journey. We're learning from it, and so I encourage you as you DoorDash to learn from it, enjoy it. Whether it's you're doing an Uber, Lyft, FedEx deliveries, whatever that is, just enjoy it, soak it in, because we're not guaranteed to do it. We're not guaranteed these opportunities, so we have to be thankful for the opportunities that we're given, and make the most of it. So just a little bit of encouragement there. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna probably edit a video and just kind of hang out. I may grab some lunch, a little bite to eat or something, and just hang out for another hour, and then we'll call it quits for today, and then go from there. So yeah, thank you so much again for watching the video.
All right, people, we just received another order for DoorDash. We just received another DoorDash order, and it is for IHOP, and it's a $7.73 order. And so yeah, that's a good thing. We got an order. Hopefully it's not too far away and we can get this order done real quick. So come along with me on this one, and we will get this one done as well. Thank you. All right, so this one turns out to be a double order. So I am heading over to the second location to pick up the next order. It's kind of hard to tell whether or not it's for the same client or not, but I'll be able to tell once I pick it up what name it is. And so we are about probably 2 or 3 minutes away, but this one is a double order. All right, so that order has been delivered, the first one, and I'm heading to the second one, which is about 3 minutes away from this order. So it works out perfect. Okay, so we are heading to the next location, and we're gonna get this order delivered. One thing I have noticed is I love to have a second DoorDash bag. I've got the pizza bag and then a regular bag, but it helps when I have a double order to have 2 bags. All right, guys, as soon as that order completed, I've got a new order for a shopping pay type deal. So hopefully this next run doesn't take me that long, and I can kind of be done after this, because I do need to be somewhere at 1:30. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this order done right now. All right, guys, the order was picked up, and it was relatively easy, that order, in terms of finding everything. So it wasn't a big deal in that order. And so let me see how long. Let me see. We've got 6 minutes, and we will arrive at the client's house. So all in all, I mean, you figure 10 minutes, shopping plus 6 minutes, and then so another 3-4 minutes to get there. So what is that? I don't know, 20-25 minutes all in all for this order. It's not a bad deal. I think it's $11. It's an $11 order, so it's not a bad deal. So we will get this order to the client and go from there. So this order is going to be a drop-off, like a door delivery, which I like those the best, because I don't have to worry about recording anybody, record myself delivering the order. So this one will be pretty easy. All right, guys, I am done for today. That order was complete. It's so tempting to go back on and start dashing because it's now a very busy time to do it, and but unfortunately I've got to be somewhere at 1 o'clock. But I did realize that today I hit my goal status, which is great. So there's I guess new adventures in goal status, so I'm excited about that. I would definitely be back online tomorrow at some point. But today was a good run. You know, I mean, it's, you know, I made over 40 bucks in just a couple of hours, like 2 hours or so. So you really can't beat that. Got a pretty good order with the shop and pay thing, and so that went great. And I'm able to still make my 1:30 meeting. So all in all, it was a great day today. I'm super thankful that you watched this video. I'm thankful to be able to have the freedom to do what we do, you know, to DoorDash, to work. And so all those things are blessings that we receive. So anyway, I will be back on here tomorrow. And like I said, there's a link to the alcohol and pizza run that I did. That will be in the chat, or I'm sorry, in the description. And other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time. As always, love what you do, enjoy life, and we'll catch you later. Peace.